I did this last night. Someone on stage said that the person before me said that they had a PhD because they have a doctorate. And they go, I got a PhD. And I said, yeah.
Pretty huge dick?
I said, pretty huge diaper. They're a big fucking baby. They got a bunch of shit in their pants. And then someone said, Jake Hovitz left the room already. And then I said, good. He's going to kick my ass.
Good. He needs to change his pretty huge diaper.
No one tell him that I said that diaper thing.
I said it, and my heart started racing.
Thank God he's gone.
Holy shit. Can someone tell him not to come back in here?
So, Jake Hovitz, if you're listening, I roasted your ass when you left the room at 21st Century Amendment Open Mic.
And we're back. Sorry, we had to cut that last part out.
I've been beaten up by, not going to say who, but
Dan's bleeding now. We forgot this live streamed live to Jake Hobitt's iPhone.
The problem with making fun of a big dude who's tall and huge.
Why are you afraid of a guy with a PhD? He's probably a pussy.
No, he's huge. He's like
some
6.
nerd.
He's like 6'6", I think.
Probably some nerd. Went to school.
He's so huge though he can probably hear us.
How huge is he?
Huge is he? He's hold on. He
At least 6 foot.
He's so huge he could probably play in a concert in the Soviet Union before they got opened up all the way.
Like David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, or like I don't know, Metallica.
Metallica do that?
Oh yeah.
All right. Wouldn't they not know who they are?
No, people love Metallica everywhere. There's a kid in North Korea who's just like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's a Slayer riff. But that North Korean kid gets it. He's listening to Motorhead going, Metallica.
I don't know why I'm doing like a Mexican accent for a kid in North
Metallica
Korea.
was smart, man, because they're like, hey, man, everyone likes.
They won that battle against those pirates.
That's true. But everyone's like, we love metal music. And Metallica's like, that's our band name.
You like metal? We're named that metal.
We're called Metallica.
Metallica.
There's probably kids in there's some kid in Saudi Arabia who's like, I love all Metallica music. All
Metallica.
Judas Priest. All the Metallica.
Black
bands.
Sabbath.
All the Metallica.
Weed Eater. Yeah, Electric Wizard. I love Metallica.
Now, some kid, on the flip side, that's what the genius of the Rolling Stones.
Everybody likes wheels.
They were like, let's name ourselves after this fucking magazine. That isn't. As a kid, I was so confused.
I know. Yeah, I kept flipping through it, like trying to get news about Mick.
Yeah, they did have plenty of news.
They did have plenty of news about Mick, but what's all this other stuff?
Yeah.
Why am I hearing about the Killers too?
No, that's insane. It's just
I didn't buy the Killers magazine.
Everybody, check out our new, cool, alternative, anime Reddit type magazine. It's called Rick and Morty magazine. No relation. But also we will be covering Rick and Morty.
We're going to write a lot about Rick and Morty. But there's other stuff too.
There's other stuff in Rick and Morty magazine.
Every once in a while. But, the important thing is...
The Rolling Stones should just be, hey, Rolling Stones, the Rolling Stones magazine. It's our magazine.
We shouldn't be making fun of the Rolling Stones. They're grieving right now.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even realize. I forgot about that.
Mr. Watts.
Charlie Watts is dead.
Alan Watts is dead.
Finally.
Alan Watts, the drummer of the Rolling Stones.
That seems like that should have been
bullshit philosopher is finally dead. That guy could shred and he could think.
The guy, the father of half the team who discovered the double helix DNA strand. Because it was Crick and then it was Watts' son.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Crick and Watson. They discovered DNA double helix.
What the hell does that have to do with Charlie Watts?
It was his son was half the... it was Crick and Watts' son.
His son's last name Crick? First
no,
name Crick?
One guy's named Crick. The other guy's name...
Watts' son.
And Watts' son.
Okay. All right.
You're a duo.
All right. It's like a bird you hunt. It's like a...
Oh, okay.
That bird will hunt.
That bird will hunt. Oh, a grouse is pretty small.
Yeah, you shoot it. That's why
Geliformes.
it's hard to shoot. That's why it's an achievement. It's small.
Yeah, dude.
It wouldn't be that hard to be like a big pterodactyl hunter.
It's from the Tetronini family.
Tetranini.
So I'm surprised that more of these grouse aren't.
I think I had some tetranini with marinara last night.
You killed the wrong grouse in the Tetronini family. It's gonna come after you, dude. All the other, I can't even click on Tetronini. It's not even a thing.
Tetranini. It's like a linguine, but it's wider.
it's a pasta with a grouse.
It's a pasta with a grouse.
I was thinking about that. Do you think?
You thinking about pasta with grouse?
No. Do you think Steve Jobs? He ever tried to like? He's like, hey man, we're gonna revolutionize pasta. I present to you the Italian. And it's a lowercase I, and then a capital T. Italian.
Alien.
And it's just like a 2002 iMac, like one of the ones with the color
It's a piece
back.
of pasta that's just one big sheet.
It's a
like,
huge piece.
It's sleek. It's modern. It's the Italian.
The Italian.
Introducing the Italian Mini. It's shaped like a fun little bow tie.
A boot. The ad is like, it's cinematic, but it's just footage of people wearing a boot and like kicking a thing, climbing a mountain, whatever. Like, but then over time you see the boots wearing down and causing people trouble.
Yeah.
Because we're revolutionizing the boot, a la Italian.
Mussolini?
Is that a thing like Italian politicians? They're like, we're going to polish up this old shoe. We're going to put a new set of laces on this nation.
Let's buff this boot. This boot needs a shine.
What's that punk boot? Doc Martens has bought Italy.
Go get your shine box.
No, it's like a promotional event where Doc Marten took over Italy for like a month.
That's how broke Italy is. They're like, what about corporate sponsorship of the whole country?
Yeah, Doc
Marten once, Converse next, Timberlands for Black History Month.
Yeah.
Timberlands in February.
Timberlands. That would be awesome, and then it's like you get to dress up all the old statues.
Yeah, with hot, cool new shoes like Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Like David wearing Yeezys.
Instead of David, you go see David Geffen.
David Geffen.
I'm trying to think of any person with the name David.
Never heard from again.
Would be a Timberland person. David Banner. Instead of the David statue, it's the David Banner statue. People are like, who's he? And they're like, he's a rapper.
He's a rapper, I think.
Go, really? You're like, yeah, I think
so.
I might be thinking of Bruce Banner.
I think you're thinking of the Hulk. No, that's Bruce Banner. Well, who's David Banner? The magician?
I'm not just making up the name David Banner.
No, I would never dare. What do you mean you've never heard of David Banner?
David Banner. Let's give him a Google. David Banner.
Cool guy.
Oh, remember how you called a while ago? You kept prank calling. David Banner is an American rapper whose real name is Lavelle William Crump.
Rappers' real names are always great.
But like, his real name is Crump, which is like a cool term.
Maybe crumping didn't exist.
And then they're
yet.
like, do you want to have a rap name? He's like, how about
Crump, David
how
Crump.
about Stephen Brady? That's not an interesting name.
No, I'll have a bunch of other Bradys with me. We'll be the Brady Bunch.
I have a gold crew. Oh, he's a producer, having produced music for himself.
www.thug.com.
Yeah. Everybody go to www.thug.com and probably buy the website. 'Cause I'm gonna assume
Trick Daddy let that lapse.
Yeah.
Sometime in the early 2000s.
I'm sure there was a GoDaddy ad in a Super Bowl one year, and Trick realized his mistake.
Oh shit!
God damn.
I really want to fuck Danica Patrick.
Who is she? Is she the racer?
She is the GoDaddy girl.
Was she a NASCAR driver?
Yeah. or some sort of driver.
Danica Patrick, it autocompletes to boyfriend, which is sad that, like...
Come on.
Even...
What about Danica Patrick achievements?
Yeah, exactly. What about Danica Patrick awards?
Danica Patrick news.
Danica Patrick for president. Why not?
Well, why can't she be president? Because she's a woman? Well, she's just a race car driver. It's more about her... What?
She can't race.
Oh, what? She's going to get her on her period and hit the big red button? You
Who else
dirty
would win the
pig.
race to the White House? She's a 39-year-old professional racing driver.
Sure.
The child right there? She's an American former professional racing driver. She's the most successful woman in the history of American open wheel racing.
Open wheel?
Yeah, what the fuck was closed wheel? No turns. When we're allowed to do turns, I am the best.
Well, maybe closed wheel is like drag racing.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Isn't that funny? Danica?
They described her as the anti-Mulan, which...
What the fuck does that mean?
They just mean they're talking about, like... So, like, a woman infiltrating a male world, but that just sounds like she hates Chinese.
Yeah, I know. It makes it sound like she's...
The Guardian described her as an anti-Mulan.
Very anti-Mulan.
Yeah, what the fuck?
/
This girl, Danica Patrick, looks like she's going to be like... She just looks like a conservative politician who believes in QAnon. Like, you know, like she should be like...
What do you mean she's sexy?
Like, she's like, I just got elected to local state senate in Nevada, and I know that Hillary is collecting blood.
She ate a baby yesterday. I saw it because she invited me to watch.
It was at a campaign dinner I had for eating babies. Go Daddy. It is funny that it's like...
Go Daddy.
Go Daddy. Go Daddy. Go Daddy. It is funny that it's like... Go Daddy is like... They're like, yeah, normally we got hot babes as our spokesman people. So we signed the hottest woman in racing. She's going to wear a full body suit. She's going to wear a baggy, thick, flame retardant full body suit.
And a helmet.
But don't worry.
And a full head helmet.
But don't worry, if you cross-reference her name with other photos, then you'll be like, oh, she's a lady.
She is sexy.
She's a lady. She looks like Anna Kendrick's, like, aunt who coaches soccer.
Yeah. Lacrosse. Women's lacrosse.
All right, we don't have to. Now you're just reading your penthouse letter. No, man, I'm trying to go out to Philadelphia. What?
Philadelphia?
I'm trying to go to Philadelphia.
I can't do the Philly accent.
Hey, I'm from Philly here.
Hey, I'm from Philly. I got meat in my mouth.
I should just do, because everyone always does that Louisville thing where they're like, they pronounce it like they're just drunk, like, oh, you can't pronounce it right until it's 3 a.m. It's like, oh, Philly, you all pronounce it because you're fucking full of meat.
Oh, fool.
Oh, no.
You already got a big fucking sandwich in your fat hog mouth, bitch.
I was just like, none of us understand this.
Well, my mouth's full of me too. I'm in Philly. I gotta talk to y'all.
And I'm like, afterwards, I'm like, yeah, it's based off like that Louisville thing people do. I was like, what?
I'd love to be doing crowd work in Philly. Like, you guys sure are proud of your meats. And then someone's like, you gotta try Geno's. And I'm just like, okay. Just drop the mic and leave.
No, man, I don't know. Do you think COVID's coming back?
I think it's whack. What do you think?
Disagree. I got vaccinated.
Yeah.
But then I got vaccinated way after, like, you know what I mean?
I was waiting for the incentives.
Me too, kind of. I had a few things going on. But part of it was I was like, I'm probably getting like a.
You saw they started doing that, right? After we talked about it.
Did they?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Not here though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, yeah, they didn't do it around here ever. I was trying. It's like, sure, I'll hang out at my house for an extra few months and get a $50
gift certificate to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I'll take that. Fuck it. I'll not work for 2 months and just go into debt for
Just
so I can get
wait
a
it
free
out.
iPod shuffle.
No, I'm going tomorrow, actually.
Whoa. No, man, but I got it. So you're getting it even later than me. But now my thing was then I got it, and then I was sick for like a few days after, and I had to like do, like I would go do comedy, and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm like sick. And everyone's like, oh my God, you have COVID? And it's like, no, definitely didn't just get the vaccine the other day. That's definitely not what's going on here. I'm confident I don't have COVID, but also I totally got vaccinated months ago.
I did it first things first.
As soon as it opened up.
I was waiting out front like Black Friday.
But separately, yes, my left arm can't move properly, and
No, that was a tetanus booster.
yeah,
That's what that Band-Aid's for.
I've been getting vitamin B shots. Now that Charlie's dead, Keith sent me the guy.
This is, I get one allergy shot a month. Free balling.
Free balling.
And then everybody in 8th grade is like, why are you telling us about your state of your balls?
And then that one weird teacher's like, let him keep singing.
He's got a beautiful voice.
And I need to know for my data.
Is anyone else free balling?
Free balling.
How much trouble do you think you would get in as a teacher if you just asked a kid if they were wearing underwear?
Probably a lot. One time,
Like, what if it's against dress code?
That's true.
Like, the kid's got a massive hog and he's wearing like some tight shorts, and the teacher's like, "Are you even wearing underwear?" And then he's like, "I'm suing you."
One time,
Wink, wink.
When I was in like 8th grade, I tripped this girl in my class. I tripped her on accident. I meant to jokingly trip her, not like.
I meant to trip her into a big pile of pudding.
Yeah,
I meant she was supposed to fall face first into a
she was
cream
entering
pie.
an 8th grade mud wrestling contest, and I was the other girl's manager. It was always where I meant to like, you put your foot out and they obviously see it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, ugh. But she didn't see it. She just tripped, like, just ate shit, like, in the middle of a hallway in class. Mr. Nag's, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. Wait, I shouldn't say your name because the next part I'm about to say. Delete. So I tripped her, and then she went flying. I was like, whoa.
She get air? All
got
her
some
limbs
air.
leave the body?
She got some
all
air.
Her limbs
All
leave
of
her
limbs
body.
left her body. She shit her pants in midair, mid-flight. No, but so she fell, and we were like in the side of the classroom because our row was like the side row.
Yeah.
But the teacher was over there, so he saw her fall and me trip her, and then like the one other kid in that row. And the other kid was like a good Christian boy.
Yeah.
And when she tripped, her skirt like went, because she fell like face forward, like flat, like belly flop. And the back of her skirt like went up,
Yeah.
so you could see her like butt underwear part.
Yeah.
And it was just this weird neon underwear. It was like a neon that's like bright, where you're like,
Yeah.
So obviously we all would have seen it, just because like
Yeah.
you could not see it.
Yeah. It was the
It was
brightest thing in the
bright
room.
neon. So then it was this weird thing where it was the four of us were all like, well, that's weird.
This just gets weirder and weirder.
Our teacher has to be like, hey, Dan, don't trip her. And then we gotta be like, hey, did you see her weird ass underwear? Man, it would be great to find out that girl's like, yeah, I became like a huge heroin addict. And
Yeah, that'd be great, Dan. That'd be great. That sounds awesome.
No, I hope she's doing well, but that's insane though. And then you're a teacher and you just have to know like this 13-year-old and be like, they wear insane underwear.
You wouldn't believe the kid's underwear I saw at school today, honey. What?
Yeah, is that like you keep laughing to yourself? You're like,
What happened, honey? That's so funny. You wouldn't believe this girl's underwear at school today.
it was somehow glow in the light underwear. It's like, I guess after class she's taking off the skirt and going to some sort of roller disco. What the fuck?
Is it 80s night at the roller ring?
You're gonna get thigh cancer from being so close.
From radiation.
All the radiation.
From neon radiation.
Yeah. Eric tried to rent a microphone, just giving them all information he knew would be out of date.
Yeah,
soon.
I was thinking real far ahead. Yeah. No, everything just happened to change. Like, I got a new phone. The email address is still the same, but what are they going to do? What, they got hackers over there?
Sign you up for a bunch of spam.
My address, they never
You're
had.
going to keep getting bird of the week emails.
That's not spam. I'd be fine with that.
No, trust me, I got signed up. It's
If
not.
anybody wants to sign me up for Bird of the Week,
A lot of these birds suck, and also you have to like download the image
is that
file.
what you learned about grouse?
No, but for a while someone signed me up for Bird of the Week. You had to open all the image files. You couldn't just preview the image files.
You had to like download them?
Yeah, and it's like, well, I'm not trying to open.
And then my computer
trying to,
my computer started smoking.
yeah, I'm not trying to save this photo of a robin. I'm just trying to see it once.
That'd be great if you called a computer repairman and you're like, my computer's smoking. I'm not sure what's wrong. And they're like, what do you mean it's smoking? It's like, it's going down a bad path. It's hanging out on the wrong
But
website.
seriously, I'm losing my files.
No, that's what the computer repairman would say. He's like, is it hanging out on the wrong websites or something?
No.
And then you go, quit it, Mr. Computer Guy.
Sir, my computer's broken. We'll give it a compliment. And you know what I mean? Cut it some slack, pal. Reminded that you love it.
My computer's frozen. We'll put it in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. It'll come out delicious.
That'll be $5.
It'll cook all the cookies inside of it.
Oh no, that would be great. You got like a family circus comic. It's one of the kids.
A kid putting a laptop into the oven. I want to bake the cookies.
I'm baking the cookies.
Like a Dennis the Menace.
Dad said there was cookies in there.
It's just biting into a laptop. Dad said delete all the cookies before your mom sees them.
Dipping a whole laptop into a glass of milk.
Gigantic glass of milk.
Dad said
Papa said there's cookies in there.
it's in the microwave. I heard we had to micro the chips. This doesn't even make any sense.
That'd be great if there was like a second pick.
I'm trying to have a gigabyte.
It'd be great if there was a Dennis like a 2-panel Dennis the Menace where he's just constantly being struck by his father after his antics.
Oh, I bet he was.
That's why it's only one panel. That's what the second panel would always be.
The Menace. You are disrespecting the Menace family. You're making the Menace.
You're making the Menace family look terrible right now.
Come on, Dennis Jr.
DJ?
You know, that would be a good way to reboot is you make a movie and then he's Dennis Jr. You know, like you find that out through the movie. It's like, oh, this is his son. And then the dad's like, I was crazy when I was your kid.
When I was your kid.
When I was your kid.
When I was your kid, I was crazy.
Sorry,
Dennis has become a drunk.
I'm pretty drunk.
I'm pretty drunk, man.
I tell you what the Menace is. Me.
Tell you what the menace is. Sobriety.
I'm the Menace.
Sobriety is the menace of me. And I'm the menace of you. Now get to your room.
That's the opening shot of the movie. It's him with an empty beer bottle, lackadaisically walking next to like a fence doing the yeah.
Shatters, his hand starts bleeding.
His artery in his forearm's cut.
Boy, I sure wish Hawk Finn was here to try and get me to paint a fence.
I paint a fence. Yeah, that is a Dennis. They did kind of steal. Dennis the Menace kind of stole that whole fence thing.
Huck Finn.
Yeah, he stole the fence thing.
Well, he's a menace.
Even that's a meta. That's fucking meta. Our show's called Johnny the Thief. We mostly do Friends episodes. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Sure.
We stole the script from Frasier. We're gonna do it ourselves.
That would be fun if, like, instead of going into syndication, like, the scripts just went into public domain, and it's like, if you want to make more Frasier, go for it.
That'd be cool. Like sheet music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like Shakespeare. Anyone can do Frasier. Like a gender-bended Frasier.
Someone should do that.
A Frasier set in gangland Chicago. How original.
Finally, an 80s hair metal Frasier.
I'd love like a 90s, well, I guess that doesn't. I'd love a 90s version of Frasier.
I want like a Frasier Roseanne. Like Frasier, but with the socioeconomic background of Roseanne.
For a poor Frasier?
Yeah.
So he's just like, he's got like a white
Lethal
trash.
Weapon 2 isn't as good. I think Lethal Weapon 1's better, Frasier. Other Frasier.
Wait, Roseanne is in Frasier?
Roseanne plays both Frasers.
You're just looking at
Futurama and also a thing called The Simpsons.
He also made a show called Citation Needed.
Hey, this is bullshit. You know, sometimes Wikipedia has people's signatures.
Yeah.
His signature is just his name written in the Simpsons font.
I thought you were just gonna say it was a picture of Bart.
No, well, his name. You know about that?
Huh?
Matt Groening's initials are in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bart
and his sideburns,
or Homer?
yeah. And the sideburns.
It's Homer, so it's Homer's sideburn and ear. No, but Matt Groening's signature is just the Simpsons font.
What's wrong with that?
He ripped it off. That's so fucking hack. Like, dude, you can't just steal the Simpsons font.
When you took your vaccination Band-Aid off, did you go, oh, what a ripoff?
No, that'd been awesome, though. It was great. I took it. I got it as like this place was closing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're supposed to wait like 15 minutes. They're supposed to like watch you for like 15 minutes or a half hour or whatever.
But they're like, I want to go home, so just get out of here.
Well, it was me. It was me. And then a guy came in even after, like even later than me. And then with me, they just kept being like, are you all right? You seem all right. He said, you know what? You can get out of here. You waited half the time. It's okay. And then they turn to the other guy who's been there like 5 minutes, and they just go, how do you feel?
He's swelling?
Yeah, you can leave.
Can you get out?
Get out of here.
The guy is like, actually, I feel kind of woozy, and I can't really see out of my left eye anymore. They're like, oh, that's normal.
Shoot some air into his arm. Give him an aneurysm. I do not want to stay late.
A surgeon who's just like just wants to go home and fuck his wife is just like
This is taking forever.
Whoops.
This is just. You know, we've crunched the numbers. It costs the same amount if we do it successfully or not successfully. It takes half the time if we do it unsuccessful. Really, it's just cleaning up all the blood.
And that's what we have janitors for.
Yeah, and they get paid less, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Janitors working overtime is better than a doctor working his normal shift.
Janitors are useless.
Yeah.
But I'm a millionaire.
I'm the guy who schedules the hospital. No, that would be great. It's like a preacher, some hip preacher in like the year 2000. And he's like, I know some of you are out there, you're swimming around, you're saying, hey, who removed the ladder from this pool?
This pool of life.
But God's out there, and he's
got the golden ladder.
He's got enough money to put in a new ladder. And then he's going to stock that fridge.
Your happy meter's going to be up. Everybody's just staring at him like, none of us have computers.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Is Pastor Dave having a stroke?
Is this where all of the church money's going? I need to see the stained glasses. I'm not trying to make a pun here. The stained glass is stained and desperately needs to be cleaned.
And this guy's talking about The Sims.
He's talking about The Sims, which just came out.
And it sounds like he has every expansion
It's
pack.
a brand new game.
He's got Sims, Zoo Sims, Zoo Sims.
He keeps talking about Roller Coaster Tycoon's going to change everything.
I wish we could. Let's just play some Roller Coaster
That
Tycoon.
would be so awesome. What kind of stuff would you do in that game?
Build roller coasters. What do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? This is the dumbest question anyone's ever asked me.
I don't know.
What kind of stuff would you do on Roller Coaster Tycoon? I don't know. Fight dragons, Dan.
Well, I ran. Well, some people.
I ran. Yeah, let's talk about it.
You viewed it as
Let's talk about geopolitics.
amusement park. I viewed it as a restaurant because I would just set up food.
Just set up the burger stands.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a roll in the can with Oscar.
Hey, that's not even a thing.
I want to fuck Oscar the Grouch.
That's not a phrase people say.
I want to fuck Oscar the Grouch.
I have sex with Oscar.
No,
the
instead
Grouch.
of roll in the hay, it's a roll in the can.
Did you hear about the Nirvana baby?
Yeah. It's mad.
What's your take on it?
I
be the
figured that baby
newswoman.
drowned. Babies can't swim.
I googled Nirvana baby, but it's just giving me a Nirvana cover band that plays like lounge lizard style. Nirvana baby.
Nirvana baby.
It smells like a teen spirit.
It smells
Yeah.
like a teen spirit.
I don't know why. I don't know why they got an Indian guy singing.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Now you hear about that baby though?
Yeah. It drowned, right?
It didn't drown. Well, in a way, it's drowning.
Drowning in emotional
No,
turmoil.
he's suing Nirvana
Yeah.
for child pornography.
But Nirvana's not a person, so that's going to be he's going to have a sore awakening when he figures that out.
That must be.
Fuck, I should have sued Chris Novoselic, not Nirvana.
Imagine it's some guy, because that guy now, Spencer Eldon, just looks like just any old piece of trash now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like any
piece of trash.
Like any fucking kid. Like he just looks like that's him.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
guy who wore Billabong 10 years, whatever the current equivalent of Billabong is.
Billabong.
Billabong. It's just funny to imagine that guy with like long, greasy hair, just being like, "Hey, I want to sue Nirvana." Like, this guy's hilarious for child pornography.
Wait, what?
This guy's hilarious.
We love this guy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You idiot.
No, seriously.
No, seriously.
I'm that baby. Prove it.
Show us your dick.
That's not.
That's
your
way
dick.
too big to be a baby's dick.
It's
Well,
too
it got
big.
bigger.
It's funny because I'm looking now. I googled the Nirvana baby, and it's like every fifth picture on Google Images has the dick blurred out, and it is kind of like, yeah, why isn't the dick blurred out?
It's a baby.
Do you think Nirvana was part of like
The Hollywood pedophilia.
I was just about to say exactly.
Well, where do you think they got that baby?
I think it's the photographer's son.
Well, where'd they get the photographer?
Oh my god. You're right. Dude, wow, there's a photo of the whole band underwater.
Yeah, that kid should just do another, like, take of that picture again.
He has several times throughout his life, but without his dick out. And I think that
And what's
that
the problem?
is the problem.
Yeah, I'd throw that case out of court. I'd be like, listen, you embraced this.
And the thing, that is kind of the thing. It's like,
You were into this.
it is that weird line where it's like, but then you apply that to like a young
sorry
lady who
you-
is
I'm
sexualized.
Sorry you're in college debt now, but we're...
Yeah. It's also like, what if we just, can the court, like, can the defense's argument be like,
Come on.
no one has... The defense's argument is just, we're going to prove without a doubt that no one has ever masturbated to the Nirvana Nevermind album cover. They're just interviewing a bunch of pedophiles, and they're all just like, I never even thought of that as being an option.
That's not porn.
That never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, they're like, listen,
If
any pedophile that comes forward and admits that they jerked off to that baby, full immunity. You get full immunity if you testify that you masturbated to that baby.
There's a bunch of sex offenders are like, I never even thought, now the Nirvana sales are through the roof.
Yeah, he gets sued for child pornography. Suddenly, Nirvana is the number one selling physical CD.
Yeah. Secondhand CD stores. have
Nirvana
never been
posters are
harder.
sold out everywhere.
Yeah, like no one has ever. Also, how many parents were like, fucking had grunge kids? And they walk out of their kid's bedroom. There's just a giant naked baby.
Yeah. Like if you didn't know what Nirvana was, and like somebody like invited you over, and they just had a picture of a giant naked baby on their wall, would you be like, what the fuck?
You're like, what is that? And then they just go Nirvana.
Nirvana,
and then
man.
You're like, what a creep.
What a fucking weirdo. That's your idea of Nirvana?
That's this guy's spiritual bliss. A baby and one wet dollar. That is kind of fucked up because it is like, you know what? What's the difference really between that Nirvana image with a naked baby going after a dollar bill being dangled in front of him than teensforcash.com?
You know, I never even noticed the dollar bill. I was too busy looking at that sexy baby.
Has there ever been like a porn site that's like, we're doing a tribute to Nirvana? So we're going to have a naked lady in a pool, and then the
Running
producers...
after a dildo on a string.
Producers dangling a 50. Some old guy at the polo. Man. That would be great if that kid's defense is he's like, I don't want Nirvana to keep promoting this child pornography. You guys need to do reshoots with me as an adult. So everyone can see my new huge cock.
People think I got a tiny baby dick still.
I mean, it was cool when I was a teenager and still had a small dick.
Everyone knew what to expect.
But now that my dick is larger.
Now that I got a big man hog.
Because I've been injecting it with saline.
I'm injecting it with coconut oil like a Burmese man.
I want people to know I have a big, weird dick that doesn't get hard properly.
Or at all.
And I want it raised to $10.
I want a raise.
I want a $10 bill on the string. That's not what I would do. What would you do if you were God?
I don't know, man.
How would you have made creation better?
2 dicks.
Why?
2 dicks, 2 pussies.
You know, when I was a kid, you know, in Office Space, when Diedrich Bader...
Two chicks at the same time.
Hey, he says 2 chicks at the same time. I saw that movie as like a little kid, and I was like... It confused me because I was like, what does that mean? I took it too literally.
Yeah.
And it confused me because I was like, does that mean you would get enough money to like get another penis? Like I was genuinely confused. I didn't understand the concept of, sex being fun. I was a 9-year-old boy. That was one of the first movies that I saw that had nudity, and my mom went, because there's nudity.
There's new nudity.
And I was, when did Office Space come out?
1999.
So I was 9 years old, maybe 10, and we were watching it because my cousin's like, "This
Because
is."
you get it.
You get it exactly. But it was my whole family watching it, and my older cousin, who was like, you will all love it. Let's rent it. And then he's like, don't worry, it's not too inappropriate. Dan can watch it. And then there's nudity very early on. And my mom was like, whoa, Dan, you got to go to your room.
To jerk off.
And then,
now that you've seen those tits, go be alone, Dan.
No, but my defense was, I was like, no, Mom, I think that was a guy. I'm pretty sure that was a guy. And it's like a 9-year-old. That's how I'll get away with it. Mom, that was a guy. It's okay. I can see that.
It's genius.
That's insane.
It makes your mom rewind it.
I know.
You get to see it again.
Yeah, and then my mom's just the whole rest of the movie like, so this guy's supposed to be gay? His neighbor's gay?
Neighbor's gay or something?
He's trans positive?
He's obsessed with all these naked men?
What's going on here? No, that's what I thought. So that and then the 2 chicks at the same time thing greatly confused me. And I was like, what's going on here?
It still confuses me. You don't need $1 million to get 2 chicks at the same time.
Wouldn't it be great to look up, like, the actress who was in Office Space?
Jennifer Aniston?
No, the person who
She's
showed...
been up to stuff.
Along came Polly. No, you look up who the woman was who did show her boobs.
Yeah.
And then you look up their IMDb, and it's like Kevin Johnson, and then in parentheses, formerly Patricia Johnson. And then you're like, oh, wait.
I was right.
I was right all along.
Spiritually, I was right.
I was correct. It was a man showing his tits.
It's been a man all along, according to the new rules.
I could show my mom, and then I could watch the rest of Office Space.
Mom, I'm allowed to watch Office Space now. She's like, Dad, you can watch Office Space whenever you want. You're almost 30.
Can I watch other R-rated movies?
Can I finally watch horror movies?
I still, like, I was so happy when I was like, because you're 17 and your mom's like, all right, you can watch R-rated movies. And then you turn 18.
You're 18 and your mom's like, all right, fine, you can watch porn.
You can watch porn.
I'll buy you some for Christmas.
We can go to the theater. You're finally old enough that when the family watches porn on Thanksgiving night, you don't have to go to the basement.
That would be a way worse version of, like, you know how, like, in some cultures, like, when you're 18, your dad takes you to, like, or when you're 12, your dad takes you to go see a hooker.
Yeah.
Like, you're 18 and your dad's like, all right,
yeah,
son,
some cultures.
we're going to the porno theater together. You're a man now.
Yeah. I'm going to teach you how to jack off. I'm not going to touch your dick. I'm just going to teach you.
Just verbally.
I'm going to give you tips while you do it.
I'm going to give you oral tips.
Nope. Now, you know what? Just for experiment, keep going. Go as far down with the same force that you're going up. See, that hurt. You hit your balls. Now, that's the thing you don't want to do.
Dad, I was never going to do that.
I know, but now
you know.
It's important to learn the boundaries.
You got to know the boundaries.
Dad, why?
Cock and balls.
Cock balls.
Cock balls. Cock balls. Cock.
The tip to the nips. That's what I call them.
Excuse me, Dad?
I've got nipples on my balls. He's a little bit
exaggerated saggy boobs would still be nipples on the bottom.
Okay.
I think you mean realistic. I think you mean realistic saggy boobs.
Where's that clay? A little bit quick sculpting. And then later, a little playtime.
Have we still not got a new Patreon subscriber?
No. I think
all right, fine. Offer rescinded, because now I'm starting to think it's keeping people away.
You gotta post about it, man. You gotta post. You gotta post a photo.
Yeah, I'll have to make a new sculpture and then I'll do it.
Yeah.
I have to make one that isn't gonna fall apart.
What have you been sculpting lately?
I have not been
Other
sculpting
than those
lately.
goddamn abs.
I've been sculpting my quads.
And it looks like you've been sculpting them with mostly water and gentle pats. Those things are not hard.
Looks like you've been sculpting it with candy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to bring this up. My mother gave me this. She gave me a Mr. Potato Head that she found in storage when she was getting a bunch of stuff out of storage.
For political reasons?
I can't believe you guessed that right. She gave it to me and she said, this might be worth something one day because pretty soon they're going to call it Zer potatoes. She said some crazy shit like that. Where they're like, pretty soon they're not going to be allowed to sell Mr. Potato Heads anymore. So this thing might be worth something pretty soon.
But there's no box.
It's not even mint in box, Mom.
I'm sure that is identical to the current potato head. You're holding up a potato right now.
No, it's got the pieces inside. Don't you remember how Mr.
Yeah, but
Potato
they'll
Head
still
works?
Have those pieces in the future.
But it won't be called Mr. Potato Head. It'll just be called...
Yeah, but nowhere on that thing is it called Mr. Potato Head.
This is Mr. Potato Head.
It's not called. It's not.
It's got the shoes. These are male shoes.
You don't have a receipt.
Mrs. Potato Head.
You don't have a
box.
You don't have a receipt. It's not carved into the bottom.
I'm gonna get it signed by a potato.
All right, Spuds McKenzie.
That'd be great.
What a beer mascot dog signing a Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You know, there's that guy.
Who else is gonna sign a Mr. Potato Head? Don Rickles? He's dead.
Yeah.
Do you think that's on eBay? A Don Rickles signed Mr. Potato Head?
Maybe. Do you know Alex Leeds in
Yeah, he's the guy who does those celebrity things.
Yeah, he does. He'll have, I can't think of an example. He'll have celebrities, he'll mail a thing to a celebrity.
He'll have like Neil Gaiman sign a drawing of like a
gay man.
Of a gay man
Yeah.
or something.
That is like the exact
We'll
type
have Neil
of thing.
Gaiman sign a picture of Bo and Yang.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like that type of thing. And that would be a great one, whatever the one we just said. No, so my theory on Kroger, have you been to Kroger recently?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? You probably go self-checkout.
It depends.
So the baggers have been like terrible.
Yeah.
Kroger, I feel like Kroger thinks that COVID really is going to kill off employees.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's put the worst people on the front lines. Because the baggers, it's been absurd lately.
What do you mean? Are they putting like bleach with your eggs or something?
They move so slowly.
Oh.
Like this guy, she rang up
As opposed to the fucking Daytona 500 they have been in the past.
at the Daytona location. They do move quicker. No, I think that they're trying to put the worst people on the registers.
Because they'll die.
No, it has nothing to do with COVID.
Oh.
I think that they're doing that so that everyone is like, man, fuck going through the actual thing. Self-checkout all the way, forever.
Well, everyone should just go to Aldi's.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think Kroger's trying to trick us into not wanting to use employees.
I don't know. Why don't they just fire them? It's not like they have not like there's some
Exactly.
soulful corporation.
Like, it'll be some, like, 205-year-old man missing, like, an arm. And then every 2 items, he's like, bell pepper. This one's pretty yellow. I just like the green ones. A green one. Do you like these ones too? And then meanwhile, I'm like, sir, I know you can't see me because both of your eye patches are down. But can you please hurry up?
He's just picking up a banana and he's like, this is a banana or a plantain?
Can I pay for this ice cream based on the weight? Because half of it has dripped out already.
And you took a bite.
Praline.
Are you an elderly man too? Why are you buying praline ice cream?
I just think of a thing an elderly man would like.
Oh, okay.
That would be great to trick an elderly man by just buying a bunch of stuff they want and be like, this all looks pretty good, doesn't it, pal? Jealous? Jealous
Jello.
much?
Jello.
Prune Jello.
Oh, I didn't even know they made this.
Yeah, it's just for young people. But you probably want it, don't you, old man?
You piece of shit. Dude, when I was buying that jump drive at Walmart, like
You make
whatever that
strip
was.
clubs for old people, but it's just food. It's like really
You
unhealthy.
mean a buffet?
No, but it's like a bunch of like high sodium bacon.
Okay.
And then it's just like a young person being like, yeah, you would like to eat this, wouldn't you? Old man.
Piece of shit.
Old man.
You old
Smell it.
fucker.
Smell it.
Give it a sniff.
Give it a lick.
You
Can't even lick it,
You can't even
you?
lick it. It'd knock your dentures out of your mouth, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. What were you saying? I got distracted by my...
Teasing an old man with foods idea. Now, when I was buying that jump drive at Walmart, it was absurd how long it took because they had like such an old man working the electronics desk.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
You know what? Your theory's holding up so far.
Because they have these electronic bags too now. These old people don't know how to. They don't know how to activate the eye bagger. They hardly know how to activate the Italian. The asbestos is getting you.
It's pretty dusty in here.
You know, I just looked in my notebook to be like, what was that thing I wrote down earlier that I wanted to do?
T-ski.
It was Italians.
You hit up the fair yet?
No, you can't go out to the fair, can you?
Yeah, you can.
I thought it was just animals this year.
No, they got the Gravitron.
Can you really go to the fair now?
I think so, yeah.
Have you gone?
No, I've not gone. I might go.
I think you can go. I have gone. I don't know if I was allowed, but I did go.
I went at night.
Went. No, because I got real sad the other day because I was driving home late from a gig, and I was all high and whatever, and it was like 4 a.m. And then I saw a billboard about the fair with like a pig or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, that's a bummer that like all those farm animals can't get to see people like that. You know what I mean?
That's true. They're lonely. I
They
bet.
probably like the fair
Yeah.
because they're like, hell yeah. All these people are coming by and think I'm cool.
These people love me.
They keep petting me.
This is the most popular I've ever felt.
I'm in a bunch of Instagram photos.
I haven't felt this good since I met Temple Grandin.
Exactly. I felt great.
I haven't felt this good
My
since...
cousin felt great and then terrible.
She felt great at first.
And then nothing. Like, yeah, man, you can't, like, cows and shit are like, they're like, it's like the Olympics when Jimmy Carter, like, pulled everyone out of the Olympics.
That's what ruined him, man.
Because in the Soviet, that's what ruined him. But that's like, man, it's going to be like that with this year. A bunch of cows will always have resentment towards...
Maybe that's why my dad hates Jimmy Carter. Maybe he was going to be in the Olympics that year.
What would his sport have been?
Javelin.
Holy crow.
Luge.
He would hit crows. That's what they called him. He would do the sign of the cross, and then his javelin would more often than not kill a crow.
Has that
They
ever
called him
happened?
the Holy Crow.
Like, there's that baseball player who pitched into a bird. Has a javelin player ever, like, speared a bird mid-flight?
Probably. Dead birds in sports.
Top 5 dead birds in sports.
Yeah, let's see if there's a Nikki Swift article. I'm looking at this website. It's Bleacher Report. Dead as a dodo, the top 5 worst bird kills in sports.
I love it.
Bless you. But there's no words. It's just number 5. Golfer kills bird on course.
With a
Number 4. Soccer.
Does it clarify? Does he like club it to death?
It gives no info. So, number 4. Soccer player kicks the ball and bird.
Kicks the ball and a bird. So separate incidents.
He kicked the ball.
He kicked the
And then
ball.
while everyone was going after the ball, he turned
and
around.
kicked the shit out of a pigeon.
Yeah. Oh, number 3 is a video. Nope. Number 3 is a screen cap of a video.
Penguin killed in luging accident.
Number 3 is tennis player hit his mark. ... Or not. Maybe he hit a bird.
Why does all these like headlines or whatever make it sound like these people are doing this on purpose?
Number 2 is Randy Johnson versus the bird. Oh my god. Number 1 really shows the bird. Jacques Rudolph kills pigeon and smiles.
What?
And there's a photo that's like, it looks like a baseball player or a cricketer. He's a cricketer.
Okay. Cricketeer.
He's a cricketer holding a pigeon by its legs.
That's the sequel to The Rocketeer.
And he's smiling. He's on the pitch.
The Cricketeer is the sequel to The Rocketeer where he can just jump really high. He can't fly.
The audience, it's got a pretty good audience score.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
1991, he is a fictional superhero. I don't think.
He's not like one of those real life superheroes who are always getting arrested.
Nah,
I saw
man.
that. Kid named everybody called Texas. I think he was lying about being from Texas, but he made everyone call him
He just
Texas.
wanted to seem cool.
He made everyone call him Texas.
You're at his parents' house for dinner.
And they're like, "All right, Samuel, pass the potatoes."
It's called a Delaware-style roast beef. Like, I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, he was sitting next to this girl, and I was like on like the road next to him, and it was very strange because it was sort of like it was very, I don't know what the right word is, hygienic. He put a towel down first, and then whipped his dick out onto the towel.
Yeah.
And then the girl sitting next to him was just like, "All right, fine." Started jerking him off, and then I was like, "I'm gonna move, I think."
You're like, can I at least get the window or aisle seat?
Do I have to be in the middle for this part?
Your elbow keeps hitting me in the balls, and my dad's taught me how this is supposed to go, and you are at no point is anyone's balls supposed to be hit.
That kid later got this shit absolutely knocked out of him.
He got the cum absolutely knocked out of it.
He was trying to start a fight with this kid, a friend of mine actually, and they got off the bus at the same stop, all the time.
Yeah.
And they got off the bus and just immediately started beating the shit out of each other. And the bus driver was just like, "Not my problem anymore." Just drove away.
Ghost Rider just goes honk honk.
Go Dave. Fuck you, Texas. Go Dave.
Hey, y'all, anyone got anywhere to go specifically? Can we hang out? Is anyone cool if we're late?
Anyone got anything to do? Anyone got like a big project coming up?
I'm in a circle.
I'm gonna do a quick circle, lap around.
Yeah. No, I mean, why do those kids fight?
Because they're just, kids.
Was this in Louisville?
Well, Texas was kind of a prick.
Oh, okay.
I never rode the bus in Louisville.
It sounds like he was a prick. He whipped his dick out on a bus. No, my school, we had people who were fucking. They were fucking all over the school. They eventually got fired for having sex in the chapel.
They got fired from school?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Never mind.
I put in my 2 weeks at school.
They were all-star students. They got paid to go. No, man, they got quit. They
quit. You finish this sentence somehow, please. Find a way to say this sentence.
They expelled them.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sounds like they'd already expelled.
That's it.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, because they were in the chapel, and it's like the chapel is supposed to be for praying. You know what I mean? It's a place where you go and you get on your knees. Okay, but that's come on, everybody. But it's not, that's what's happening. But anyways, that's how they were doing it. Anyway, but anywho, that's kind of the vibe. Anywho, come along, get in.
Come along, that's what they were doing.
Seriously, folks, let's get back on track.
They're back on the track. They fucked there too on the track with the AstroTurf. All right, AstroTurf. That's what her pussy looked like.
Seriously though, I was talking about chemistry. You know about chemistry?
They had some chemistry between the two of them on the bus with a towel. Throw in the towel on this bit.
So nah, man, they got kicked out for having sex in the. I guess the story's over.
I guess I could just tell it again.
But they like fucked all over the school already. It was like an open secret.
Yeah.
So then it almost seemed like the school was like, "Hey, you can fuck outside the art room, but not in the chapel."
We expect fucking in the art room from you weirdos.
Yeah. Then they both got expelled, man. But I can never remember if it was that girl or another girl was blowing a feller on the bus coming back from a hockey game.
Yeah.
And then
that sounds stinky.
Exactly. Eric.
Sounds stinky.
You know what? That was her reaction as well. And I say reaction because she vomited, she gagged a little bit, threw up a little bit onto his dick, which then everyone in the back of the bus is then like, whoa! And then, yeah. We
feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, man. How about here's some nice magazines.
Do you want to buy a magazine subscription for my basketball team?
No, I'm looking at men's magazines, and in Asia they've got, because it's mostly you just got like Details, Complex, Hustler, Maxim. Then you go to Asia, Men's Nano,
and
Popeye.
Popeye, the sailor.
The Weekly Asahi Gyno, which I assume Gyno means. I assume that weekly.
Well, Asahi is an Asian beer.
I'm assuming that means we could have a drunk gynecologist every week. He's like, here's the photos.
Here's the photos I took with my secret stethoscope camera.
And then in India, you've got Man's World.
That sounds like gay porn.
GQ India and Man's World. I don't think you should follow a book from a long time ago.
Yeah, follow one piece of paper.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, exactly.
Not a whole book. It's too much.
I don't think it's ever a good idea to be like, remember that thing a guy told people, and then they told people, and then they wrote it down?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
That should be that should guide how apps work. Remember this guy who was like, yeah. Remember that guy we thought was cool because his dad put olive oil on his brain when he was a baby? Well, he doesn't want you to have a webcam. Yeah, that chopping off hands thing is no good.
But just don't break the law. And
But
you won't
also,
get your hands
it's like,
chopped off.
hey, man, Rikers is worse.
Hey, man. San Quentin ain't...
San Quentin's not that bad because Johnny Cash comes. Johnny Cash.
Do you think like a Johnny Cash impersonator plays San Quentin every year?
That would be great, but also it's like because Metallica did that video, they did that Saint Anger video in a prison.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it'd be great. It's like you're locked up, and your like ongoing joke is like, "Hey, when's the rock concert happen? When's Johnny Cash coming back?"
Metallica.
No, you just keep saying, "When's Johnny Cash coming back?" It's before that.
It's before
and
that.
then everyone's like, "Shut the fuck up! That's never gonna happen again." And you're like, "No, man, it's gonna fucking Megadeth's gonna come." And then one day you're out in the yard getting a cool tattoo, and then some guards like, "Metallica's coming in." And
I told you.
You're like, "Quit stealing my bit." So then you shiv the guard because you don't have much left to live for except that bit.
You're already doing life. Who
So
cares?
you stab the guard with like a shiv you made,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "All right, throw this guy in the isolation, throw him in solitary,
Throw him in the box.
throw him in the box," and then he's in the box and he starts hallucinating. And then he sort of hears through the walls, "Saint Anger," and then he's like,
We are Metallica.
and then he's like, "Man, I was seeing." He comes out, and then everyone's like, "Dude, you missed Metallica played a show."
He's like, no, they're really loud.
And
I
then
still
that
heard
guy's
it.
like, "Quit fucking with me."
That was clearly a hallucination that I had in Shoe.
Yeah, and they're like, "No, man, you missed it." He's like, "I know that when I was in the boot or whatever, you all went around when I was in Italy.
When I took that sentence abroad.
When they put me in."
Is it possible I can take my sentence abroad, Your Honor?
This guy tried to start a fight in the courtyard. We're sending him to Louisiana prison for the week.
What do you think Italian prison is like? Bunch of
Italian
dancing?
prison. No, that guy would come out. He would think everyone was playing a prank on him.
What do you think Polish prison is like?
Polish prison?
The locks are on the inside or
Dude,
something?
It's probably, yeah, exactly, man. They probably finished building it, and then they were like, "All right, finished." And then the president realized, "How did I get inside?"
Wait a minute!
Oh, no. "It's okay, sir. We left the keys inside our car."
No!
Fucking shit. Man, Polish people are cool, though. I'm trying to bring back Polish pride.
I went to Polish prison for a
I went to Polish Pride. It was just a bunch of gay guys being like, "I would love to have sex with a man's ass, but I keep accidentally fucking women. But I swear I want."
You ever hear the Polish gay guy keeps fucking women? Stupid Polacks. No, I went to Polish prison for a life sentence. They just made me finish the whole box.
A Polish guy told me he was sentenced to, he got 4 sentences. And he said, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy. 4 life sentences?" He's like, "No, a whole paragraph." I have to read a whole paragraph. Fucking Polish people.
Yeah, this Polish guy got a DUI. He goes, "I wasn't under the influence. I had the influence."
What?
I don't know. It's a Polish guy. He's dumb.
It is crazy that Poland had that like plane like plane go down with all their leaders and everything. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That is wild that it's like this country everyone makes fun of and then all of a sudden a plane with like all of your important government people crashes.
You ever heard of you ever I don't know. I got nothing.
Conspiracy theories. See, this is hard because I'm on the Wikipedia page for the Smolensk air disaster.
Yeah.
But then it's like you got the contents, the table of contents thing, and I'll click on like specific sections.
And it always goes to the wrong one.
Yeah, and it goes. I click on conspiracy theories. It takes me to Polish paramilitary committee investigation. I click on that.
You ever hear of the Polish NASCAR? All right turns.
Well, that doesn't sound like a problem necessarily.
Well, they go into the wall.
Oh, they're doing it on the same track.
It's still the same track.
Same starting point.
Ever hear Polish Danica Patrick?
What did she do?
She's ugly.
Oh. Keep going, man. Yo, in Poland, they
put the Polish army. They put them all at parade rest. They just started sucking each other's cocks.
What? What is parade rest? That's like a
It's like a
oxymoron.
form of rest.
It's an oxymoron.
It's like a very relaxed, but still at attention thing, I think. Okay, not a why so serious poster.
Why so serious? And
Because you're a fucking scary clown. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Why are you so serious? You're a fucking clown.
You're so serious. You're trying to kill everybody.
Chill out.
I'm just trying to marry a lady named Rachel.
I'm trying to fucking be on a ferry. And you're fucking trying to blow us up. Why are you so fucking serious? I'm just trying to get home from Staten Island.
Jesus, man.
Gotham, Staten Island.
You're serious. You're wearing a fucking jacket and tie and like vest.
You're wearing a 3-piece purple suit.
That's not exactly casual.
If that's not serious, I don't know what is. And then they're like, well, what about Cedric the Entertainer? All right, he wasn't very serious.
Do you think that? You think he ever went into he ran into like Jim Norton and Greg O.P. Hughes? And he was like, hey fellas, why on serious?
What happened to all the piano teachers?
Why are you on serious?
Yeah, let's be a couple in couples therapy, and our therapist has encouraged us to play the alphabet game.
Always pooping with the door open when company's over.
But
Where my poop comes out of.
But you queef in polite company.
Because you be fucking my ass, dog.
Dirty pussy. I don't know why.
Everything's about
have to be like monosyllabic sentences.
Everything has to be dirty pussy with you.
Fucking dirty pussies ruined my life.
Good God.
Hell on earth my life is with all these dirty pussies.
If you're not going to travel around with your own travel cleanup kit, like a little douche in a little bag you got going, that's going to be your own trouble.
Good for you. It sounds like you have a plan to fix your dirty pussy.
And G doesn't come after I.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. How are you going to fix your dirty pussy?
No, J. You're on J.
Jesus Christ. Just do something about your dirty pussy. It's the only problem with our relationship.
Because I love it when it's dirty. But it's a K. It's a K. It's cuz. Or a passive aggressive K. We're trying to be like Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler. Other famous Hollywood couples.
Amy Poehler?
Yeah.
He's married to Amy Sedaris.
What? She's married to David Sedaris.
Oh yeah, that's where she got her name. All right.
I always thought it was Dave Eggers married Amy Sedaris, and then that's who David Sedaris is.
Because he's progressive.
I thought Amy Poehler and Dave Eggers got married,
And they
made up the name
Sedaris out of nowhere.
out of just
Thin air.
Thin Sedaris.
Then Sedaris.
Yeah. They Googled it. There was a typo. They were trying to say thin air, and their phone auto-completed to Sedaris. And then they said, well, what is Sedaris? They Googled it, and it said the last name of Amy Poehler and Dave Eggers.
You think David Sedaris is ever sent like his book in like a couple months before the deadline, and his publisher is like, this came out of Thin Sedaris.
He's lost weight too.
All right, folks, thanks for listening to
Dave
Funny
Sedaris,
Dinner.
the skinny Dave Sedaris, yeah.
Follow us on Patreon. Delete our YouTube channel for us. Hack our Twitter. Kill our families.
Yeah.
Kidnap our loved ones. Do whatever you want.